Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm coming on here today because I want to show you what I've been doing. I went to the sale up at the showground, like I tell you about a fair bit, you know, because I really love to go. Wasn't going to go, thought, oh no, it's too cold. And these are some of the books that I got, because I did go. I waited till a little bit later and it wasn't so cold. And oh dear, I got this. You can see all me mess with my toe. I'll just push it back, you know. You can still see it, but you can't see the book. So this is called Middle English Verses, and I didn't figure out what it was. It's from the Monash University, 1976. And I do love the text, isn't it? Really awesome. Now, some of this is in other languages, of course, and this is... I googled this because I really had a bit of an idea, but I needed to know what it was about. So I wrote down the bottom. It's from the English Norman conquest of the 15th century, how people used to speak. Okay, and that's just converted into the English language, I imagine, you know. Can't say a lot of it, but it doesn't matter. I just like the text pages in it. Isn't that cool? So I'll be using them for whatever. I mean, even though that doesn't take up all the page, it's a fairly big piece of paper, so these ones do. These take up all the page. I haven't figured out yet. I've got staples in there. I might be able to get them out later. I'll see how I go, see what I can do about that. So I've got that one. And I got this because, oh dear, now I've gone and dropped things. Sorry, wait a minute, I'm still bouncing. Hang on. I got, I got more than I'm showing because I just didn't want to put them all up today. It's just, you know, too much. All right, now I've got this one here. A bit mucky on the front of this, isn't it? I had to get the lady actually to clean one of the things. Haven't bought that in. I bought a container with, cooking recipes in it, you know, the cards. Oh, really nice. And it's also got really lots of handwritten recipes. A whole heap of handwritten recipes. Just in getting into the water now. Yeah, so this is Visual Dictionary. It is amazing. I just absolutely love this. I can't even stop talking long enough to have a drink. Now, so there's space things, but, and other bits that I might not use, but there's everything. These are to do with the stars, and I imagine you figured that out. Okay, so then I've got in here all these bird pictures, all these really nice bird pictures. See that? Look, aren't they cool? Lots of bird pictures. I think I might have a lot of bird pictures, but when you use them, you haven't got them anymore, then have you? These are the little animal things. I was looking for the bird. There's plants, all elephants. Lots of elephant pages. Some people use lizards on their things sometimes. If the stuff that you're making, you can get something to go with, is pretty cool. I'm giving you a bit of a flick through on this because, you know, there's things people probably don't want to see. Don't know if I've seen many butterflies. Oh, look at the beetles. Wow, look at that. Isn't that cool? And that one. Nice beetle. Here's some butterflies. Nice big butterfly pictures. Oh, and bees. Look at that, aren't they? Nice. Look at that. Yeah. And there's bugs. More bugs. Do like bugs. I don't like spiders. I hate spiders. And there's about your heart and everything. I don't know. Oh, here's some things about the flowers and plants. Look at these pages. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That is going to make a really awesome envelope. That is. Must be going the wrong way. Go back this way. Okay. This direction. It's for the plants. Okay. I mean, I pay $3 for a bag of books, and so I will show you a bag's worth. I've got a couple more out there, but they're sort of things that maybe are not that interesting. Like there's a dictionary, really nice old dictionary. There's a Gilbert and Sullivan book, really nice. There's another big book that I got on musical instruments. It's really nice. So this is really cool, isn't it? Okay, so that one there is awesome. So except for it's broken, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to do some more breaking of it anyway eventually. Okay, so also we've got this family songbook by Reader's Digest. Reader's Digest put out some really neat things. Now, which, you know, is really good for people that, you know. I love the music paper. I know it's not very old, but I'll be able to use it because of that reason. You know, because sometimes you can't, if it's too old it falls apart on you. But I can, this is actually not actually really white. It's got a bit of creamy sort of hue. Yes, it's got a creamy hue to it. So that is really nice. It's got all nice songs in it. It's even got a nice little occasional picture. And I was really happy with that because I like the size of it too. I'm really pleased about the size of it. Make good envelopes and things like that. Tuck spots and stuff. I'm going to go through and throw out a lot of the stuff that I've already got, a lot of the books, because I think I've done enough, taken enough stuff out of them. Now this book belonged to, I don't know this person, but one of the books belonged to, some of the books I got belonged to our librarian from years and years ago, so she might have not had use for them anymore. This is from 1978. This is Australian with flowers in it. I do like some of the images. I will be able to use some of them. Maybe not all of them. I do love that flower there, but there's lots of things you can do with stuff. It's endless. It's endless. And that. And that. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to bore you with all this things, but look at that one. Isn't that cool? Now I could use that in a tag. I could definitely use that on a tag. These are the plants in Australia. What that says, they say that. Western Australia. So some of them may not grow over here, but some of them do. Over here, I'm on the other side of Australia. We're on the... we must be on the west central. I don't know. We're on the east side, I think. Yeah, we're on the east a bit. Look at that, that's nice. That's a picture that somebody's painted, I think. We have bottle brushes. I have a beautiful tree out the back that's a bottle brush tree. I paid 50 cents for it about 30 years ago, and it's just the most amazing tree. So there's really nice pickies in that, isn't there? I do like them. I'm going to be able to do something with that. And I've got the lady to keep me another one because I couldn't carry them home. Okay. She kept me some. I'll get it for you next time. Now this is a hobby knop collection, and it's the text I like. It's like a what do you call it? Typeset text. It has occasional pictures of people in the clothes in it, and just all the notes on the dresses or whatever this person was making, or company or whatever. I don't know. It has not got any. It had a name at the top there, but now that's gone. Somebody they cut that off. So this was for the skirt. This is how she made the dress here. I know you can't see it up the right way, but I want to just... There's nothing in here that tells me about copyright or anything else, but I won't be reprinting it out in any way. I'll just use what I've got here. Okay? I can just use that in journals or whatever. I'll get through that. Now this one I think belonged to our librarian. Yes, it did. It's got her name in it. This was in 1968, and this is an Australian postage stamps, and this is awesome. I do love it. Look at this, all gone like that colour, and it's got all these really nice pages with all these stamps in, and I like the postmarks that's in here. There's things in here that I could probably print out and cut out. I don't know, I shouldn't do that probably. This is, what did I say, 70 something, but I can just use what's in here anyway. I don't need to do that because I'm not real keen on using the same thing more than once anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I can actually use these, and I've already taken some of the pages out because I've been cutting out some of the pictures already. I left these in here though because I really love that. I just love the look of that page with all the circles on it. This is from the Olympics, I'd say, it's upside down, but anyway, 25 postage, something from 1962. I better read it the right way up. 25 postmarks associated with the Empire Games in Perth, and that was in 62, and the other one was in 56. That was in Melbourne, and that was what they stamped the stamps with. Hey, and then I've got these bigger ones. There's a bit bigger pieces there, so you don't have to, you know, if you get something like that, that's really cool, isn't it? You know, that's something that it's like a piece of ephemera that you could use for something. Hey, and these ones here, they look really nice when you cut them out and get them away from one another. They look good. I know they're in black and white, but that doesn't make any difference. I don't think it matters if you add it in with something that's colour, or put it in with something that's shabby chic but pretty. You know, you want to make sure that you know. Well, anyway, people like different things, so I really like that book. I do really like that book. Now, what else have I got in here? I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to show you anyway today, because I didn't want to take away too much time, because I am not timing this either. Now that's naughty of me, isn't it? Right, now I do have a couple of things that I want to put in my Etsy. Okay, let me take that up there. I made some naked journals, and I had so much fun. I did. I had so much fun. So this is the first one, and I probably should have put this on a different video, but we're going to put it on here anyway. So here's the tie for it, and it's a piece of fabric, nice piece of, and it went with the colours of the wallpaper. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And plus I put a pocket on the front. Now I didn't put too much on it because I didn't want people to, you know, I wanted just to make it your own thing. And I made little corners because I wanted to, maybe if I zoom this in a bit and try to keep in the shot, keep myself here. I made little corners out of the wallpaper because I didn't want them to go all khaki or, you know, bent. Okay, I bought, the reason why was I did buy some metal ones to put on the hardcover books, but, and then I tried to use one on here, but they didn't work because they were it was too heavy. So I thought, I'll make some. So I did. I made some little corners. That's really easy to do, okay? So that's got 4 little corners. It has a pocket in the front of it. I'm going to have to get a little business thing here, my card, and you can put stuff in that. So you can put whatever you want on there and up the top part, okay? And inside I have another pocket. Now this is off a book that I bought called Kelpie, the Gypsy's Pony. Now, it wasn't very sturdy, so putting it in there, gluing that onto there, made it nice, and that's, you know, so you can keep it that way. And this one here is out of one of the books that I bought, so it's still got some text on it, okay. So that's a piece of graph sort of paper-ish thingy. This is out of a children's book with really nice images of rabbits and so forth. This is a colouring in book page, the piece off of one of my books. Some weeds, pictures of weeds. They look pretty, some weeds don't look too bad. Some with a journal, a piece of map. There's a bit more map. I don't know if anybody's gone anywhere where anybody lives or anything. I don't know whether there's USA. You don't know. A piece of journaling spot. A piece of scrapbooking paper. Now, this is actually a junk journal. Look at that. I've actually made something that's just out of bits. Well, not this. These were bits in my things. And inside here, right, you have 20 pieces of ephemera. All right? So you can make this yours by putting things in or not, whatever you want to do. Now that's off a bit of a card. That's off a Easter card. This is a sticker. Okay. There's going to be butterfly stickers. Butterfly, and there's flower. I can't hold it. These are actually also sticker bits, so that's to be used as that. That is a little envelope. There is a piece of a invoice there for if you went to the restaurant. There is a shopping reminder that's fairly old. That's out of an old book. Piece of paper out of Graphic 45. Oh no, it's not. It's a different one. I can't say the name at this moment here. It might be one of them. There's a bit of a tag I've nearly made. There's an envelope there that I've made. There's a piece of a check thing that's, I bought some of them. There's a fairy, a piece of paper for you to put on there. There's one of those. There's another bit of paper with a bit of pretty on it. There's one of these postcards. So that will be in this one, because they're both a bit different. So I decided I would show both of them to you. I'm actually working on the next one. I do like doing these. I didn't realise I would like doing these, but I do. This is actually birds and things, you know, thistles. People feed that to their birds, I think. Don't they? Let me see what it says. I don't know. I think they do. They think the thistles are nicer, I think. They're not poisonous. And there's more weeds, but they're pretty weeds. Okay, and this is a bit of a pattern, but see, there's plenty of places to journal. I made sure of that, because even though I put all this stuff in here, there's still, this is a poem here by Dora Wilcox. So I've got, and there's more poems over there, two more poems. Oh dear, that doesn't say that, does it really? It's okay, we'll read it and make sure it's all good. Windy Gap, poem, sleep, travel, skeleton. No, that's not bad stuff. That's not bad stuff on there. Okay, righto. You got to read these things, don't you? Okay, there's a piece of scrapbooking paper. There's another colouring in thing, and there's your centre. Butterflies. Another size of the poetry one. Another bit of that pattern thing. Journaling, a tuck spot there. I wanted to put a couple of things in there that you could use. That's got a bit of a crease, so that's just how it comes. Okay, that's what it's made like. More flowers on this one. I hope that this has given you a good look at what it's like. It has 100 pages front and back, because it's got 100 pages front and back, so it wouldn't be that much. Well, there's a lot to write on, but also, you glue and stick bits on over top of these if you don't want or like any of the things. Like she could put a pocket there, or a tuck spot or something over the top of it. Alright, and there's the other side of the front page, and there's another pocket in the back. So that's got a few pockets anyway for you to put stuff in, and that one is done up like this, and this is going to be the blue one, okay? That's going to be really hard to remember, but this is going to be the blue one, okay? So I'm going to put him up in there, in the Etsy. And this one here can be the green one, because it's sort of got greeny colours to it. I put a piece down the back of this because I thought it would make it more solid, but I didn't put one around the back of that, and I don't know why, but you know how you're doing things and you don't think of all the stuff that you've done. So this has got a very large pocket on the front, but then there's room too for putting decoration on or whatever. It has got the what's names on every corner, the little corner pieces that I've made out of. This is covered with this is all wallpaper, back and front, of course. Now this is a pocket here that I made out of a piece of paper, and I put here, this book belongs to, because that was actually in the thing, in the book that I bought. This one has a nice pinky stars. It's got the paper, it's got the weeds, it's got a pocket here with all its bits in it. And there should be 20 pieces in here too, I hope, if I counted properly. So it should give you things to work with to make this journal yours. you put your own things too as well, you know. So that's got a food docket thing there. This has got a recipe thing. It's got a little envelope. That's a sticker. Another envelope I made, an envelope I bought, piece of the Easter card. But see, that's pretty, isn't it? I like it. And the papers, I've got some extra bits of paper in here, but that's for making tuck spots or whatever. And this thing's fraying everywhere, driving me crazy. Stop fraying everywhere, please. Okay. Yeah, so there's bits of paper. Some of it coordinates with what's already in there, and the other just hopefully will look all nice and go with it for you. Okay. When you know whatever you put in there, because it's got some green bits and there's green bits, and you know that's how that works like that, I suppose. So we're going to try and put this back in here. This postcard's a little bit big, but it does fit. So I'm going to put it in there first and slide it down part way, and then try and get this in here without wrecking it. Oh dear. I hope I don't wreck it. We'll see, once you take these out of there, you've got a little pocket here to store stuff in if you like to put different bits and pieces in there. I don't think that's right all the way down. Okay. Righto. Okay, next bit. Righto. Now, over here we have plenty of space for journaling and writing down and putting anything else you want in it. A bit of music paper, a piece of nice pretty paper of the book. Bird thing, and under here I've got, you know, I just flipped that up because I still wanted to see the birds. I thought we need a bit of place to write. If you're buying something you want to journal in, you need to have journaling space. Okay, this has got journaling space. I think there's two pages here, okay, and I didn't realise, but that's okay, because then you've got more paper, haven't you? And that bit there, piece of nice flower, colouring in, piece of wrapping paper, I really love that. There's a flippy up thing there for under the bird. Okay, there's that pretty thing there, there's some colouring in for you to do, and there's all these pretty things in here to work with, and this one also, and this has 100 pages. Now I'll put the envelope in there because it's the other side. Is it the other side of something? Yes, it's the other side of this bit. Okay, and it just opens like that, and that's what that is. Okay, and that's that one, and I didn't put a pocket on the back of that because it's got the big one on the front. It's got one on the inside. The front, I hope so. Oh yes, it has. Righto. So I hope that's enough in that one too. Anyway, so that'll be the green one, and I'll put these up in my Etsy store, and they should be there by, what's today, Monday. They'll be in my Etsy store on Monday morning. Okay, so that's what that is. That's what I've done there. So now I might go, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what I've been doing besides that. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.